See?
Is that how that works?
Wouldn't the show be better with that?
I think the show would be better if I was every contestant.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm just darting around doing different voices and personalities for each one. Like you have like nervous Martha, who's like not sure about her soda.
Holy
loaf.
shit! Can we
Or
do
the Asian guy who wins every challenge.
And then there's the Jewish mother. I've been Taryn's mother literally every day that we're both at work. Taryn!
We're coming to you live with Kara's various impressions on the stream.
You're worrying. You're my oldest child, and yet I'm gonna watch you die alone.
It's more like you'll die
and I know
alone.
I'm gonna put you in the ground before me, cause look at your choices.
Whew.
How much? Oh, Taryn.
Do
You
we want to
worry
do
me.
a
Have you
one-shot
frozen your sperm?
that is just a bake-off?
Can we make like the great like TV cooking game RPG?
I think that's been made already. I could probably dig it up if you wanted to do
Yes.
a one-shot.
Are we
cooking
combining
RPG.
the Studio Ghibli RPG with the Great British Bake Off RPG?
Combine
I will be a
Pastoral
Totoro that has never cooked
scenes.
before.
And like the final boss is just Gordon Ramsay. What the fuck is this?
Well,
You
I
made a
thought
curry!
that I could
It
replace.
was a muffin challenge!
I thought that I could replace the cheese with mustard because they're both yellow.
They're both yellow. I don't know.
Oh no, mate! I'm sure they do it in the colonies somewhere.
The Cockney cooking
I've
challenge.
squashed a bunch of McDonald's into a cake-shaped mold.
Now,
I'm hoping.
it appears that you've opted to serve us just a glass of vodka.
I thought it was a drinks making challenge, and I went with a deconstructed gin and tonic.
Listen, man.
So the bubbles are still in the air, but the vodka is in the glass in front of you.
Now, I know that there's only 20 minutes left in the challenge, but I have started a risotto.
Oh my god!
I thought that I would skip the cooking and just put out a $5 for each of you.
You'll have to find it in the food, like the baby in the king cake.
Now, I've appeared to have lost a
But-
fake nail while cooking, but I'm sure it's not in the food.
It's the wrong voice. We lost the fake nail in her cooking.
Hey, I was not presuming that can't wear
I was
fake
going
nails.
with a very perfect,
Is
yeah.
this one of those, oh man.
I was going with Rose Tyler's mom.
Are we playing RPG? Is that what's happening?
No, we're being the Great British Baking Show.
We're just doing terrible Cockney accents and doing a British baking
the
show?
Great British Travesty Show.
I'm
would
just
watch
gonna
that.
wear sunglasses and speak in accents. Yeah. Well, because best accent isn't here, so the rest of us have to pick up the slack.
That's a lot of accentory.
I've got a lot of tequila and Sprite in here, though, so that's gonna make.
Is that what you
this
ordered at
stream
McDonald's?
great.
Can I get a tequila and Sprite?
I mean, I feel like this group at this particular McDonald's could probably scrounge. Do we not do that?
No, we don't do that.
Could they make a blank and Sprite?
What a good joke. A very funny
Could they
joke.
make a Diet Coke and Sprite mix?
Wink.
Fucking terrible. Holy
Listen,
shit.
you brought me on here knowing that I'm a human disaster.
I did not know
right?
that. You didn't tell me that shit. I should have known when I was like, you want to go to McDonald's? You're like, yeah!
Yes!
Yeah, nobody sober
yeah.
wants to go there that excitedly. McDonald's is always like, it's like right here. Like, fuck, what am I gonna go somewhere else?
That's how Tara and I approached Taco Bell last night. He's like, "Do you want Taco Bell?" Yes, I want Taco Bell. Give me the $1 crunchy bits and extra fire.
That's the new
sauce."
breathalyzer test. They're like, we could breathalyze you, or you can have this Crunchwrap Chalupa.
Or no, I think the true is you can have this day old crunch wrap chalupa, and if you lunge for it, then
they put the cuffs on you.
yeah, for sure, that's way over the legal
What if you're
limit.
super hungry, though?
No one
No
is
one's
that
that
super
hungry.
hungry. A day
thought
old
wrong.
crunch wrap chalupa
Nope,
that's
nobody-
just been like
that-
left out on your bedroom.
I
like,
would believe
desk
somebody
'cause
would be
you
hungry
got
enough to eat
drunk and
that if
forgot.
you didn't leave your house.
Yeah.
But like, if you're out and about, no one is that hungry.
Fuck no.
You talked to the person who had somebody over in my apartment, and this is a terrible story to tell on the stream. We woke up the
Tell
next
me about it,
morning,
stud.
and I found some celery that had been shrink wrapped that was in my bed for reasons.
I got a lot of questions, but well, I answer those off stream.
I just
No.
I shrugged and put it on the nightstand. She's like, "No, you don't get to just pretend like that's normal. Why do you have celery in your bed?"
Oh, you
And that was
know.
when I knew.
As you do.
Oh man, it was good times.
That seems like something that Jeffrey would do on his show. So I'll shrink up the celery.
So I was drunk, and I was like, it'd be fun. Well, it'd be a fun thing to insert in like weak parts of my body.
That sounds like a terrible challenge now. You have to make a cake, but only with ingredients that have been inside your body.
Oh my god. So I had to lay an egg for the first time this morning, and lads, it ain't easy. I've got a lot of shell just sort of lodged in places that shell should not be lodged in. But I did get at least 2 out, so this cake is going to be...
I had to make a real calculated idea if I needed that spatula or not.
Wait, so all of your tools...
Yep. The stand mixer came out perfectly.
I shout out a kitchen maid.
So wait,
it was very heavy.
The challenge is you have to smuggle everything in your butthole and then cook.
No, you did not your butthole. Just
all of your ingredient
body.
and cooking tools, other than like the stand you work at, have to have been inside your body
at the
beginning of the challenge.
You can do them one at a time. I thought you were saying
no. At the beginning of the challenge, they all have to be inside your body.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Part of the time challenge is removing them from your body.
The sword swallower contestant is just like so fucking good at this game, just like reaching down. Here's the spatula.
But his ultimate curse is that while he is an incredible Houdini, he's a terrible cook.
Yeah, exactly. Gets it all out whole,
I made an
hearty,
omelet.
perfect. Yeah.
Oh,
this
man.
is 90% salt. Not only are you losing this challenge, but I'm personally suing you for damages.
To my liver.
See, we should run one of those cooking shows.
Yeah, we should be. Yeah.
All right.
I would get bored being a judge and just join in though.
No, see, that's the beautiful thing.
Over. I'm making a cake.
That's the beautiful thing about us being judges is that we get to be like, I don't know what they're gonna make this week, but it's gonna be weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the Noel Fielding of judges.
Yeah, there you go.
I drew a cat on your ingredients.
Either we would all be both judges and contestants, or the judging would be handled by the system and nobody is a judge. It'd be one of those two things.
That sounds right.
Game design. All right. Do you have something for us today?
Yeah.
What sort of adventure are we going on?
Where did we last leave
today?
off? Because I have zero idea. I know you got Suikokuji a job at the fish factory.
Sure did.
I actually have a scene that I could start with if you want. A little something I want to
begin. The floor is yours.
Okay, so it is the dark inner hull of a boat.
Oh well, first thing about we gotta do this.
All right, let's do one dark side.
Double light side for me.
Very nice. And one light side for me.
All right, so we're the dank inner hull of
dark. It's the dark inner hull of a boat.
The dank dark inner
Is it a
hull.
boat that we would know?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a familiar boat, but it's night and it's dark. A lantern is lit, illuminating Sven, who is crouched over the comatose form of a slovenly centaur, covered in like hay and drools.
I'm imagining
out.
his vest is like ill-buttoned, like just
The
wrong.
muffin top is out. He's
Nice.
like laying on the. I'm just like, Sven. Hamish, wake up, Hamish. I just talked to someone. I found out that the dragon was real. Wake up, Hamish! Wake up! Are skinwalkers real, Hamish? Are they? Smash cut too.
Well, I want to point out, he also didn't say the dragon was real. He said that Hamish was a mayor.
Yeah, man.
Now, where you take that is up to you.
That was going to be the part of the story that is the least believable, is that this slovenly sack of shit was somehow
was not only a
mayor.
Was not only elected mayor, but was important enough that somebody would pay a lot of money to send somebody out there to apprehend him.
Yes, yeah. It's like, oh shit, I guess the rest of it must, in that way, also be legit.
True.
Transitive property.
Yeah, they have no dragons in the Russian Empire.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do today.
Yeah, you're right then.
Excellent. So Will's done his bit, and
that's all I had written.
all right, it's been a
good
great
stream.
Meiji Japan.
Now, see, what I did was I took all of my notes and I baked them into the grilled cheese sandwich.
I put it in because I thought it'd be funny.
So what I did was,
while I was free sheets to the wind.
While I was free basing.
I wrapped my
When I
character
was
sheet around a stick of
freebasing,
celery.
yeah. And then I shrink wrapped it and I put it up my bum. And then I sort of forgot about it because I was, again, free sheets to the wind. And then the next morning I was like, oh, I gotta make a movement.
I'm gonna
And
give
what,
1 black dice for your making a cake roll.
Oh no!
Had a baby, a little baby celery.
A little baby celery wrapped in plastic wrap, and my notes for this session. They did not make it out in good proper order.
This is the best stream we've ever done.
Yes.
I think we're doing great, yeah.
Again, if you see a show in the future that is the Great British Baking Show plus torture, we can sue now.
Yeah, man.
No,
You have to bake a cake inside of this Iron Maiden.
You're just describing
Wait, the
Cutthroat
bowl
Kitchen.
that they like.
No,
yeah,
but it's like
cook
Cutthroat
children
Kitchens,
in.
they're like kind of like cutesy punny, you know, like this is straight up medieval torture objects.
Nah, man, you watch enough Cutthroat Kitchen. Like, there's a point that everyone reaches in Cutthroat Kitchen where you binge watch episodes and you're like, oh fuck, Alton is gay and kinky. Like, that's the spreader bar. I know what that is.
Yeah.
My favorite is when the sex shop who provides all these spreader bars for Cutthroat
I'm gonna
Kitchen
actually
was
get on the
like
camera.
coming out, and they're like, yeah, we provide these spreader bars.
Mm-hmm.
Alton Brown could kill you and be. I mean, you got to imagine he's got to be the best dom in the industry, right? Dude's
Yeah.
got like BDE, just like
I would
resonating off of his tiny body.
I would not only play it, but I would also watch like that show. Just take the cooking element out.
And it's just Alton Brown dominating a bunch of like
Well,
weird,
like, weird
Twinkie
homemade
cooks,
sex toys.
like,
No
yeah.
sex stuff, just weird.
It's just like
psychosexual
Yeah.
BDSM.
Yeah, there's absolutely no sexual contact. It's
Yeah.
just him being like a weird puppet master.
You
Yeah.
know what? That's a show for Netflix.
Oh man,
Hey
They
man,
would
make
eat
it
that up.
happen.
Yeah, I would watch that
how do
show.
you monetize that?
Alton
like-
Brown would make them eat it up. In fact, yes.
In the middle of every episode, he eats 1 McDonald's cheeseburger.
No, no, that's what they do with the leftovers from
With the
Cutthroat
heel
Kitchen.
on the back. Yes,
he
absolutely.
literally would not do that though. Like, that dude is very particular about his food.
Who, Alton Brown?
Yeah.
Do you know this from various other BDSM sessions you'd have with
If
the
you
man?
watch,
I know it from my extended Alton Brown stalking session, where
yeah.
I watched him on various other TV shows after I figured out that he was an extremely gay man.
Yeah, that was Good Eats and Cutthroat Kitchen. He's some sort of weird military operative. Or, like,
Yeah, he's
post,
also
yeah.
like Spec Ops.
Yeah,
like,
so
in
he
addition
could-
to-
Yeah.
he can fry chicken in literally any conditions.
He can fuck you up in a number of different ways.
Okay, so here's the new show.
Should that be
It's
your
like-
desire?
It's like Survivor Man, but we just drop Alton Brown in some weird place with no cooking grease. He has to cook like a specific dish.
Oh man! But then we just watch him crush it every
Yeah,
like
it's
what
Like
challenges
he will wake
are
up in like the
representing?
Sinai Desert and
put
like
on that-
you have
put on
5
that
minutes to
sauce.
make fried chicken.
Just like,
And he's-
all right, Alton Brown, we're dropping you into a build full of Spetsnaz. Also, you need to make hot wings.
That is a show I would watch, no problem.
Yes, I would also watch this
It's like
show.
cracking necks and deboning a chicken.
Oh my god! He starts
Debones a
deboning
Spetsnaz guy.
operas. Oh no!
He
Whoops!
pulls the fucking the
The
wings out, and then
pancreas
somebody
is
comes around the
particularly
corner and just
tender.
gets him with the hot oil. Like,
Yeah, man.
we were watching this show. Like, is
Like,
this?
I don't know if my frying oil's the temperature just grabs like a asbestos guy, puts his face in there. Okay, we're good to go.
Is this show staged, or did he just give that man 3rd-degree burns?
It's
What
not
is happening?
staged.
Oh no!
We
it's-
tried to stage an episode, it did not go well.
It's on Twitch. It's live. What do we do?
The screaming is particularly good though. You don't have to worry about any sort of background music
Yeah.
to build up, any sort of emotion.
Yeah, dude. That's also the cool thing about these mics is that like it's really hard to peek them out because they're high quality mics, so we can just be like ah, and like it'll sound fine.
Are we alarming?
They're not
our
that high quality.
our bot visitor. Do we have anybody else in
We
this
had
room
somebody
with
pop
us?
in, and then we were talking about Alton Brown fucking people in the ass, and they left.
Is that not what the title of this is? I thought he would have known.
I will look up Alt Brown fan fiction to read to the stream.
Oh, please. In a Cockney accent.
Oh God, why? He's not British.
No, but I just like that accent.
He could be British.
So the narrator is British, and then we get to the Alton Brown bits, and then we go back to the narration.
It's like an old-timey radio program. We'll bring in props to make the sound
Alton
effects.
Brown inserted the corkscrew up his willing partner's bum.
I'm glad that you pointed out.
This hot new cooking TV show, we find the drunkest Cockney people we can and put them in a cooking show with Alton Brown, who is not made aware of the premise of this show.
or the location.
He's just dropped in. He's not sure if it's a Spec Ops show or
Yep,
a cooking show
exactly.
yet.
That's all of his shows begin with him parachuting into a dark building.
Am I supposed to kill this person or teach them how to cook shit? I don't know.
I made you
worst covert ops and cookers in America.
I made you a risotto. Oh, you've punched me in the throat.
I've made you a risotto with a suspicious-looking detonator.
Don't worry about the beeping. Don't worry about it.
One of the layers of this lasagna has poison.
Joke's on you because I only eat poison.
Been building up a resistance to iocane powder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it's gonna be the greatest cooking show.
Is it cooking show or is it Murder Fest? Find out at 9.
Holy shit.
I mean, all of my cooking shows are murder shows. All of my murder shows are cooking shows if you watch Hannibal.
That is true.
I was counting down to the Hannibal reference. I was like,
You must have known. Come
gonna
on.
happen.
That's low-hanging fruit, and I can't reach that high. So, yeah.
that was a proverb right there. Low-hanging fruit, and I can't reach that high.
The
Yeah,
proverb
man.
would be low-hanging fruit is just as sweet to those who cannot reach high.
Yeah.
To short people, all fruit is low-hanging fruit. I think Yogi Berra said that.
Yogi Bear said that?
Yeah. In between picnic baskets.
All fruits the same in my picnic basket.
Was it you I was having the talk with about the bear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this since we're not doing a D&D podcast today.
Whoa. I'm ready.
So I got a really sweet packet from my rental landlord people.
Ooh.
And the first couple, the super important bullet points on the first page were a bear has been sighted on the property. Animal control will not do anything about the bear.
Really?
And it is illegal for you to fire a gun on the property unless your life is in immediate danger. That's
To
the
be fair,
first
a
three
bear,
things.
it's not like the bear's going to testify otherwise.
Exactly. The bear is dead.
The bear, I had my hands up. I was saying bear lives matter, and
Oh
he shot
my
me.
God.
Rip in peace. Come on, dude.
And now this
In
Twitch stream
poor
is,
taste.
well, we're usually in poor taste. It just usually happens
We were
a
just talking
little
about
bit further
inserting food
in.
into our butts.
Yeah.
This is where we draw the line.
Yes, it is.
That was
actually.
consensual food in butts.
We don't know. We didn't ask the food.
I think I made it very. I said willing
Yeah,
participants
but you
there
didn't
at
ask
the
the
very
food.
beginning.
But yeah, actually,
I've
so
never
the,
seen Sausage Party, so it doesn't count,
The
right?
packet was really nice because there's actually a lot of people in my neighborhood who are like not native to a place where bears are from. So they had like a sweet like breakdown of what bears are and how they work.
Do they have a picture?
Yeah, they had a picture of a bear. They're like, don't feed the bear.
I would imagine they had like a picture of a real bear with like a, oh no, and then like a picture of like a cartoon bear. They were like, all right.
Picture of a bear eating
A
garbage.
Care Bear.
No.
Yeah,
so they had to
Care
hold
Bears
up like
are
the thing
fine.
like, is it? Oh no, it's the good bear. Okay, we're all right. It
And
just
it-
clicks on
like,
the TV.
There's one bear in the dumpster eating garbage with an X over it, and then there's another bear with a Fitbit just like in the woods.
Going for, I mean, there are different kinds of
Like,
bears.
oh.
There's one bear at the bar with his chaps on, and they're like, this is the kind of bear that we're all right with. Yeah.
But yeah, that was real good.
Oh, man.
gotta
So,
watch out for that bear.
have they confirmed what you should do when confronted with a bear? Do you do the play dead thing?
Give
No.
them a picnic basket.
A picnic basket.
Yeah.
If you like confront a bear
Sorry.
in like a non-super aggressive manner, you're just like, hey, fuck off. They'll probably leave because they're sort of distrustful of humans.
I'm going to gently lob fruit at the bear until it goes.
That's but huge caveats for that. That is only during the day and only in not the bear's territory or like not if their kids are nearby. Because in those two situations, the bear will fuck you up.
The bears are also afraid of dogs, so if you have a dog, it's really handy.
Yeah.
Or if you're
That's
a
how I
furry
survived my bear
wearing a
encounter.
fursuit and all the
No,
fursuits are
not-
dogs.
The
so
bear would know instantly, and then just maul you.
go
because it
after
knows you
Woof,
possess the ability
woof.
to
Yeah,
fight.
they're like,
How
oh.
dare you mock me? Just beating the shit out of you. Or in a really aggressive cat will also do the trick.
I
That's
guess. I've
true.
never tried
I
that.
have watched a cat chase off a bear. Of course, there's an internet video, so the bear was probably in on
my,
the joke ahead of time.
My grandparents
It
live
was all
in
staged.
a cabin in the woods in West Virginia, and they have like the most hilarious bear problem ever, which is the bear has discovered that there is a jacuzzi with weird tasting water that gets the bear super fucked up.
Oh, fuck
Drunk
yes.
bear.
Like we have it in a gazebo with locked doors, and also like we strap down the actual thing because there are babies around. We don't want them to like drown or
The
whatever.
cocktail cover.
Yeah, but the bear just goes through the screen door and like rips the fucking top off the jacuzzi so he can get that jacuzzi water.
That
Like,
sweet,
They should
sweet,
just put
get
out,
fucked
like, a
up
glass of
water.
Jacuzzi water. They're like, all right, bear, we're just in a Todd here. We'll We'll give you all the chlorine you want if you just stop fucking up our property.
Take one of the rainwater barrels, put the fucking jacuzzi mix in it, and like set it out.
Yeah.
What kind of okay? You keep saying jacuzzi mix. So is it just like a saltwater jacuzzi?
Yeah,
That,
it's like a chlorinated thing.
Yeah,
Nice.
just pH balance for a jacuzzi.
So you're like actually pickling the bear from the inside.
The bear is getting turned. Like,
Well,
that's
okay,
for
here's
sure.
how your parents solve it. They get a formaldehyde,
Oh God.
and they teach the bear how to get high in formaldehyde, and the bear will stop fucking up the jacuzzi.
Here's what we do. We fill jacuzzi with jet fuel.
We fill jacuzzi with cocaine. And then we no longer care about bear problems.
Oh my God! There
We
was
have
the
new
like
problem.
the park service that found the bear that had like a duffel bag's worth of cocaine had dropped into the woods, and the bear had found and consumed like this. So the bear, like the heart burst naturally because it was coursing through this bear's. But in those like 10 minutes, and this is what the internet's speculating about, the 10 minutes before the bear died, like. Peak apex predator.
For 4
you try
hours.
and take that thing down.
It's the
He's
most
just like
dangerous.
raging.
I imagine he would just turn into the predator. He'd be like in a tree branch,
Yes,
like
the
do that
limb
weird
just
breathing.
He just jumps out of the bushes with nunchucks. Like,
Yeah.
no!
You are not surviving that
You see like a
encounter.
3-dot laser pointer or something. Like, oh, it's the bear!
The cocaine bear. What do we do?
You introduced Cocaine Bear to Alton Brown in the kitchen.
All right, so that's our new show. It's Alton Brown is dropped into a woods somewhere, and there's a cocaine-fueled bear, and he has to either kill it and cook it, or get killed by the bear.
Ooh, I would watch that.
Yeah,
I
it's
would
Gonna
watch
be
that.
The cyberpunk, like, post-morals capitalism style videos, where it's just like, if you pay us enough money, we will abduct a random person and put them in the woods with a coked out bear.
What other celebrities are we dropping into the Cocaine Bear woods?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake
You don't like Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal?
I think Jake Gyllenhaal could maybe handle his shit. I mean, he was a cowboy in that one movie, and he did other things that were very difficult in
Here's
that
the
same
other-
cowboy movie.
I had heard he hit a lot of hard objects.
Here's the other Twitch stream that I would totally fund in this Nightmare Capitalist Society.
Mm-hmm.
An extended long con to get Keanu Reeves to admit that he is immortal.
He's a fucking vampire, and we all know it.
I just want to see a film with him and all the other immortals.
I mean, so you have Keanu Reeves.
Brendan Fraser.
You have is Brendan Fraser also an immortal?
Have you looked at that man? He has not aged. Ever. Go watch Encino Man, and then go watch whatever the latest crap thing he did. He has not aged.
You're not entirely wrong there. Let's see. I mean, Tommy Wiseau is the original immortal, but he's the one who's been alive for so long that he's completely lost his mind.
Yeah.
Taika Waititi, Jeff Goldblum, all the female immortals are way harder to catch.
Yeah.
It's like the female serial killers.
It's almost as if
You're not gonna get them.
artifice is a part of the feminine existence or something.
We do not.
Almost as if they're held to a higher standard for that sort of thing.
Almost,
Whoa.
right? Keanu Reeves has been wearing the same thing to every red carpet since like 1989.
That's just how unattended men are, though.
In the 1950s, a female immortal took him aside and is like, fashion,
Bitch,
learn it.
could you please? You cannot keep no.
You just walk down the red carpet in a 3-piece suit like you're some sort of 1910s robber baron. I need you to fix your shit.
Please, no one wears the drawstring tie thing anymore.
A bolo tie? Have you met Santana?
No, I have to say I've never met
What
Santana.
about
Nor
that?
have I ever seen Santana on the red carpet.
What about that for the TG?
He does wear a bolo tie.
Are we? Are
man's
we?
uniform like this, but also a
Bolo
tie.
tie?
No, okay, so what it's
Yes.
going to be is it's jean shirt, bolo tie.
Nice.
The Canadian tuxedo plus a bolo tie.
I'm already,
Let's
like-
fucking party.
No, we don't have a jean jacket. No jacket.
Jean vest.
It's just, no jean vest.
Jean vest, no shirt underneath.
Ooh, leather vest, no shirt on
Nobody wants to
underneath.
see that.
I want to see that.
I don't.
Just a bunch of almost bears
Well, then
in
you'll-
leather vests.
You'll learn
yeah.
my dark secret that I, like Aladdin, do not have nipples.
I believe that, actually. That's not much of a dark secret.
Is that the real reason?
I also believe
why
you
the
don't have a
live
belly button.
action... Oh, no belly button, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like Kyle XY.
You lab experiment. Kyle XY is in the current season of Celebrity Worst Chefs or Worst Cooks.
Really?
Yeah, he's
Like
doing
Kyle
very
XY,
well.
the actual alien, or
I mean,
how many belly
who
button
can
jokes
never
have been
be
made?
sure? Just a couple so far, but you give it some time. You know, I haven't actually seen all of the season. I catch various episodes that my roommates are watching.
To all the people watching this right now who are like, isn't this supposed to be an RPG stream?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Well, you know
No,
what?
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. How do you know it's not?
How do you know it's not?
Is it just?
Maybe
is
Mikuro
this the Seinfeld of RPGs?
has...
I mean, the self is a construct, so technically we're always LARPing.
Yikes, bud. I'm not sure I'm ready to always be LARPing.
Get fucking ready.
No, oh no.
I'm a very sad LARP. My skills are not very good.
I know. I'm like, I want to recreate. I would like to re-roll my character,
I bit
please.
back my first response to, I don't know if I always want to be LARPing, which was, that's probably why you're depressed.
I mean,
Can we play that game sometime?
The
Just the
depression
everyday LARP? Where like the game's just like
time
all
to
right,
strap on
time to see
my
if I'm gonna
phone
wake
vest.
up for. No, if I don't, I'm late.
Oh man.
Only if we can play every day is always the same by 9 Inch Nails.
It's like Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, that sounds pretty good.
Oh no.
But I'm gonna run it, and it's definitely not gonna turn into a Lovecraftian nightmare situation. Wink.
Wink.
Don't worry, I already wrote that game.
Yeah.
Did you?
Next game is Lovecraftian Nightmare.
Oh boy.
Oh, I thought I was running the next game.
I mean, again,
and it
I'm
was
just
going
writing
to
a
be
game.
the Studio Ghibli
Oh,
like
I've always
crossover
wanted to be a secret
RPG.
princess.
So it's a Lovecraftian Studio Ghibli RPG.
Yeah.
It's always the same.
Yeah, so like there are definitely like horrible eldritch nightmares like floating
But
through
they're
the
like
skies,
drawn
but they're
adorably.
like passing by like jellyfish
Wait, no,
through
wait.
the air.
Nah, that's Welcome to Night Vale. They already did that.
Oh, that's true. The internet would be horny for it, huh?
That's true.
We should just do the Studio Ghibli version of Nightmare Before Christmas.
What's this?
We can
What's
just
this?
I mean, we can definitely market that shit to Hot Topic, so
That's
I'm
right, yeah.
down for
I
it.
thought Hot Topic was like doing memes now.
No, I mean Hot Topic continues to live while like Hollister has died. I did walk around my like old local mall when I went home to North Carolina for a week. Shit is wild. Everything is closed. Hot Topic is one of the few stores that has not moved.
Oh, is your
It's
local mall
full of-
dying like an appendix? Just
Like every mall.
Yeah, the mall Santa just looks irritated and bored because everyone shops online, so there are no stupid children to pee on his lap for a week.
Can we do an online Santa? I feel like there's money in that.
An online Santa?
Santa
Tell
stream?
me how you've been, Brian. Have you been a good child this
See?
year?
Oh, I thought you were talking about like a Santa stream.
Ooh.
No, I think they already do that.
Ho ho ho!
I mean, there's the
I mean,
no
you're just
like
like
NORAD.
white dye away from being Santa.
no, Grimshaw would be way better than me.
Yeah, so we'll dye you as Santa, have him do the voice.
Nice.
Have you seen Letterkenny yet?
No, I've seen
I mean,
all of
there's-
the relevant clips though.
I was like, Squirrely Dan is Grimshaw. Grimshaw is Squirrely Dan.
Yeah, that seems right.
Like,
Squirrely Dan's the skinny one though, right? No, he's the big guy.
yeah,
Alright.
he's soft but also perverted. Like
Soft
he's
but
very
Like someone we know.
exactly.
Oh, is this the stream where we just talk shit about the people who aren't here?
No, we love it. It's a very good thing.
We could also play it any moment.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back and play this RPG.
What?
To be fair, that's
To be
fine.
fair, we are missing like 2 characters. So we're actually playing the game now.
All right. So, Alton Brown.
Alton Brown has been
Can you
dropped
survive
into
5
Meiji,
minutes
Japan.
with Alton Brown. That's the new game show.
I mean,
They get 7 people who are terrible cooks, and they have to survive in a building with Alton Brown.
No, here's the.
I'm gonna go straight for the testicles. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Here's the real game show. You're given an envelope, and inside of it is a secret word, and then Alton Brown gets 10 minutes to try and get that word out of you.
Well, I'm
Oh,
dead because
yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
dead.
gonna put up with this torture shit. What do you need to know? You may not touch my body.
What if he
no,
just feeds
I
you,
have
like,
very
terrible-
little loyalty.
What if you're just like, I made these really bad boiled eggs. You have to eat them.
Yeah, no, I have very little loyalty. I mean, Alton Brown. I don't feel like
But if
he's
he doesn't
gonna
get
like.
the word, you get like $100,000.
It's
A
like,
bitch might try a little bit harder at that point. I'm
what if he just
very
starts lighting you
broke.
on fire?
No.
I don't know.
$100,000, baby.
I am
That's less than the medical bill of you getting lit on fire.
Who's going to the hospital, man? The entire way to the hospital after getting hit by a fucking train, I'm like, I can't afford this. If you want to drop me off at home,
I actually
that
did
would
hear
be
that.
great.
That is what you said.
That is what I said the entire time. Is like, I did not plan this. This was not what I was trying to do. Can I just can I go home?
Like they're just gonna stop and let you out.
I can't afford this. Yeah, they're like, bitch, you have a head wound. No.
They should look at your median income and be like, nah, we can just kick her out.
LMAO. They're just like, they look at my median income, just start laughing.
They don't even stop. They just open the doors and take a hard turn.
Yeah, they're like, tuck and roll, bitch. Let's go.
Like, it seems like you spent all your credit on Alton Brown Twitch reality TV shows.
Take you to Alton Brown Memorial Hospital and kitchen.
Yeah, why is 80% of your income going to Patreon?
Alton Brown's Hospital. You will become better, or you will become food.
You know what though? The food there's
the greatest people.
I would watch that. Yeah.
Soylent Brown.
Soylent Brown.
Oh no.
Much worse. Okay, so meanwhile,
gross.
in the sleepy little town of Meiji,
It's not really sleepy. It's
on the road
industrious little
so
town.
far.
in the bustling metropolis of Meiji.
So you attempt to wake Hamish up. He does not wake.
Nope.
So you want to get the answers you want tonight.
Oh fuck, he fucking dead. Yeah.
He might be. I don't. It's not. I'm not worried about it. He's a big, beautiful centaur boy.
No, he's alive.
He'll
He's
be fine.
breathing.
He will pass into the next realm.
Snoring
full
like
of
an absolute
peace.
train, just snoring in the way that only a centaur with 2 sets of lungs can.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
But he's also bronchiocephalic.
Hamish,
So
Hamish, how many lungs do you have?
It's
gonna make
man.
a weird dream for him later.
you could cut him open and find out. I'll allow it.
I'm not a serial killer.
No, it's the 1800s. That's science.
No, that's when you go and dig up a body that has already been buried, and it's from a much poorer community. You dig up that centaur body and drag it to your lap.
Hamish is the
or
poorest
richer
centaur
sons.
that can
Yeah, I was gonna say, how much
Yeah.
poor could you get?
That's true. Yeah,
he
he's
is
in the pauper's grave
the
that you're
bottom
robbing.
rung, the pauper's hole. Let's be real.
Yeah, there we go. There's
He's
the next RPG. The
the pauper's
Resurrectionist.
Oh man, it's like you guys are just creations of Dr. Frankenstein. Like,
Oh man.
just trying to survive in society.
So I leave and probably go to sleep. I probably don't go to sleep. I'm probably up all night. Just
Doing
thinking
what?
about drinking and thinking about how anyone could be a shapeshifter.
You can also gamble
Oh,
with the rest
yikes.
of the Yakuza.
That's true. I probably do
There's
that.
lots of dice playing in the hold.
Last time I did that, I got in a fight. So
Yeah, but again, they treat you like a pet.
Eh.
Like,
They think you're adorable.
yeah, exactly. You're like an adorable buffoon. to
Look
them.
at this
yeah,
stupid
I don't
foreigner.
I don't like their faces.
That's fair. They do let you live here rent free.
That's
leave.
racist.
No, the faces could be masks. It could be skinwalkers. I don't like it.
You could get some new lodging.
Oh, are you gonna leave the boat?
Yeah.
Are you gonna stay at the temple with me and the warrior that we took in?
So we could
Is that where he's living?
Yeah, I did. I did say that he could stay with me.
He is
in the
one
temple.
just literal Dorito of a man.
Yeah, so I got.
Like
I
you
got
thought a
the
Rogrim was
beefcake.
built. Like he
Yeah.
is just. He would make a Rogrim look like he spent years on the couch.
Nice. All
How do you
right.
know he didn't?
That's true. That's why he's not as beefcake as Suikokujin.
He's just
Yeah,
doing
man.
push-ups all the time.
He's just Sui Kokujin is traveling the country just GTL.
Yeah.
Nothing but he's looking fucking toned.
Yeah. And like sunbeaten.
All right, so I get to the temple.
Yeah. It's after hours, so it's closed.
I quietly enter the temple.
Do you lock your front gate?
Yeah. So did you break into my temple?
All right, so Sven's in your temple.
Unless you have like a window or something, I'll just go through that.
I mean, I feel like there's gonna be some way like you can ring a bell that I have
I mean, yeah,
set up.
or you could knock on the door.
I'll
Like
try,
Yeah.
I'm trying to
people do.
wake people up.
So you're gonna sneak into my temple after dark.
Are you
all
awake
right?
at this hour?
What time is it?
Pretty late into the night.
I mean, I have to get
3
up.
in the morning.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm definitely asleep for another like hour and a half. Because you're still gonna wake
Yeah,
up
so there's no
before
lights on
dawn
inside.
to get started. But
It's my friend's house. It's fine.
I do have a pet warrior now
roll
that lives in my
me,
house.
Skullduggery
Oh yeah,
against
Jinkies
2
and
purple.
Jeepers.
a skill that I do not have.
Yes, I know, and sadly the one person who has Skullduggery right now has missed the only time Skullduggery's ever been relevant.
No, I'm gonna upgrade that roll though.
Flip flop.
Nailed it. I did not nail it. I got 2 advantage though.
Okay. What would you like your advantage to be?
You might want to have somebody else wake up with whatever's about to suplex you. Like,
No, I'm aiming for that. I would love a fucking sweet fight scene in this RPG.
that's fair. We haven't had as many of those.
Fighting's for nerds.
Yeah.
You are the nerd. You are the biggest nerd because you're running this shit, bud.
If only you could see the notes. There's a lot of
That
fighting.
makes you even nerdier.
There's a lot of fighting.
All right.
You just got to get to it. Remember, this is a game about a war.
True. Eventually.
We're getting there. We're progressing.
All right, so I think I don't figure out a window latch, but then I notice there's like a way that I could get in upstairs by climbing,
Okay.
and then get a boost die on that.
Sure.
Try that next. What's the difficulty for climbing?
2 purple.
Can't believe you're not just gonna like knock.
Nah.
It's not the Sven way.
True.
Nailed it with
Nailed it
2
this time.
threats.
All right, so you wake up to a loud clatter coming from the upstairs of your temple.
Shit.
So
and a muttered curse. It's some language you don't understand.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get my bow like knocked, but I'm not like ready to immediately fuck up whoever enters in through the window. I'm ready to fuck them up if need be, but
It's coming from the room that's across the hall from your bedroom.
all right. I'm gonna move pretty quietly over to that door and get ready for some combat.
All right,
I
what's
don't
your
know what's
stealth?
in there. My stealth is adorable because my agility. Oh, I've got 2. All
What's
right.
your perception?
You're going to be rolling against a red and a purple.
There we go.
Shit, homie. All right.
You know what? You don't need story when the players
skills I got.
create story for themselves.
This is what I bring to the table, man.
No.
And you also get a black die. No, wait, sorry. You don't get a black die. You get a boost die.
There we go. Yeah, I
The
was
other way
like,
around.
this is my fucking temple.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
No,
Got that.
I succeed with an advantage.
What would you like your advantage to be?
I figure out that it's Sven before I fucking skewer him because he snuck into my temple after dark.
Okay.
So I'm going to catch him by surprise, but maybe not kill him. Because I'm feeling
set your
nice
trap, then.
today.
all right. What's in this room?
A lot of like scrolls. It appears to be a library.
All right,
Nice.
if there's like approximately 3 feet by 6 feet, I will roll out my bedroll and just like.
Yeah, you can do that. So now you hear snoring coming from the room.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and investigate it.
It's also a bit
but-
drafty because you obliterated the window coming in that was made of paper.
All right. So, yeah, I'm going to go into this room and seeing that it's this fucking idiot, then at least
Yeah,
I
it's like-
know
there's
I'm
like
going to
a
get
shelf,
the rice
There's
paper.
like rice paper in the wind, and then it pans down to Sven's boots, and you're just like, motherfucker.
God damn it. Yeah. So I have like the cheap rice paper that I can put up to like block out the wind. You're going to have to replace my. I know that you're asleep, but when you awake, I want you to realize you're going to be replacing and repairing the
All right,
damage
so I
that you
some-
have done.
I have some questions. Did you sneak up on me to say this, like all dramatic, like?
I don't even think I just like walked into this room because I hear someone who's like come in and then immediately gone to sleep. So I know it's probably one of the 2 fucking idiots.
The room does not smell like booze
And
or
it-
cocaine.
can't
Yeah,
be-
so it's probably Sven.
It can't possibly be the centaur. Also,
The centaur
That's not
going
true.
in through the window.
With
I
enough
mean,
cocaine and opium, you could do anything.
he
the
can
most dangerous
literally
centaur in
grow
Japan.
wings. He's the centaur.
To him, it's like he
Pegasus.
jumped in. The reality was he smashed through the gate and rode up the stairs and then just crashed in the room.
That's what he's seeing. Yeah, and like I didn't hear that.
He's
so
like, "I jumped in here."
I know one Gaijin who would just come in and go to sleep. Who would break into my temple that I would let him into. So yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and walk in
okay.
and say
So-
these things to your prone body.
All right. Is there an obstacle between us, or am I just like laying in the corner?
Are you going to
so
attack
it's-
me?
It's like a square room, and then like along the walls of the room are like holders for scrolls, and then there's 2 like free floating like scroll holders.
Cool.
Yeah. So it essentially makes 4 rows of scrolls that are like a library style thing. So you
So
can be wherever you want.
You
to
say
be.
that, and I'm like, I roll over and like crack one eye open. My eyes like bloodshot. I'm just like, oh hey, sorry about the rice paper. And I like grab a small bag of coins and just throw it at you.
So you are pelted with a bag of coins. A further insult to you.
I will deal with you tomorrow.
Also, if you're gonna shoot somebody, just shoot them. Don't talk. I just roll back over.
Why? Wise
I
words.
wish I fucking had shot you, you piece of shit.
You say that?
She doesn't say it out loud, but that is the monologue that's going through her head, just in a much posher accent. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go back to my room, close.
For like an hour?
Until I have to. Oh man, you fucking asshole!
He stole your last hour of sleep.
She's going to go ahead, deep sigh, and get to the like purification before the early morning rituals, and just like get ahead of that curve.
You were rudely awoken 2 hours later by a loud hammering sound.
Yes!
As Suikokujin starts to repair the window.
What a good boy! I knew there was a good reason I took this
Yes.
Latin.
He's just like, oh, you're asleep? Interesting.
Oh, this bitch broke it, huh?
Yeah.
Guess which bitch I'm gonna wake up.
He's just like,
Excellent.
hey.
So, is he standing literally over me?
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like I just fell asleep.
Yeah,
under the
he is.
So. Just like, ugh. Hey man. I couldn't move.
No, that's all right. As he's like towering over you. Like he's just straddled you at this point.
Hey, I was like, I feel like Sven would be against that.
Well,
Actually,
I gotta pee, so.
You might want to do that outside. I'm not cleaning up pee.
second longest con.
Okay. I grab his, like, giant calves, like, push myself out from under him, and then I go pee.
And he continues to hammer on the window.
Oh, good morning. I see that you are awake.
Yeah.
Do you require some breakfast before you go about your day's
nice person you are.
shenanigans?
I would not offer breakfast to somebody who shattered my window.
No, of course not. But I'm a fucking priestess. Like, this idiot's
Just say,
done some sort
if
of
I woke
good
up
for
in my
me.
house and there was like a loud shattering sound, and I went down to like my library and Will was just asleep on the floor, I don't know if I'd offer breakfast.
Sven is not me.
No, Sven is yeah, and Makuro is
I don't know about that. I
not
feel like I have
me.
the same relationship that Makuro does with Sven with you.
I would at least
Like, I
put
tolerate
his
your
hand
existence.
in like a bowl of warm water, see
That's
if he
true.
actually
I am-
pissed himself.
I am uncomfortable with any other kind of relationship.
Yeah.
I need to tolerate my existence, and that's, like, the most you can get from me. So you're like, do you need breakfast? I'm like, I'll be right back. Like, I really have to pee. I go. Come back.
After that distasteful bit of interlude, do you require breakfast?
That sounds awesome. Also, I want you to know, I wouldn't have been mad if you had shot me. I would
Well,
have understood.
It
That's
also would have been with
good.
an arrow, which is far less lethal than a gun.
In the future, do not look at me in my eyes. Do not break my window. Knock on the door. Ring the bell. Do literally anything other than to break my home.
I see. I thought you were going to shoot me if I knocked.
No, I wouldn't shoot you if you
Wait.
knocked.
You're just gonna buy that?
You. All right. Well, I don't know how things work in your country, but in this country,
I just look around. Not like this.
you
Not
ring
like
the
this.
bell. You knock like this. Not like this. Ring, ring, hang up. Yes. Yeah, you did. We've logged out of the Matrix, and yeah. So just knock in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, so I give him his rice and his pickles and his fish.
Ooh,
Because I'm nice.
got pickles?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, this is breakfast. We're doing it
I
right.
like some pickled radish and some pickled daikon.
Yeah, man.
Suikokujin will join after he finishes fixing the window.
Well, that's the person who I actually made breakfast
Yeah.
for. You just get, the
Suikokujin's
leftovers. Yeah.
overly polite with you as always.
Of course, yes.
Just
He's,
like utterly thankful to live under a roof.
you have been an ideal guest. Thank you
Well,
for joining
Been
me.
far more than a gracious host. It's the least I can do.
It's just like very polite
Oh, yeah,
Japanese
extra polite.
interaction, just to like
He,
show
like,
you what the
refuses
fuck
the
you've been
breakfast
doing
3
wrong.
times
Yeah.
politely.
As he should.
Yeah.
I'm literally over here just drinking sake that I brought.
Yeah, that you stole from a different vendor before entering my temple.
I paid
Yeah,
for the sake. I'm in the money now.
that's true. Yeah, you did kill a dude.
And you
for-
did get pelted with coins during the night.
Yeah, she's gonna find a way to punish you for that.
Put him in
if
the rice.
gods don't,
Put him in the
Makuro
rice.
will just like choke on this, bitch. In fact,
Rice is a little metallic today.
Japanese people eat coins?
It's
this
like
a thing?
finding the baby in the king cake to fall back on those American traditions.
What's your deception?
Oh shit, can I actually do this? My deception is not great. Let's see. 1 yellow and 1 green.
Roll against that sweet 1 red, 1 purple that Sven has.
You get a blue because Suikokujin will take a mouthful of the coin rice and just eat it.
Absolutely.
Without
because
breaking character.
Suikokujin is my boy now. That would be a triumph, 2 failures, and a despair. So you definitely break your tooth on a coin, but it's testing it to see if it's legit.
You're gonna fail, but a triumph, right?
Yes.
So I think I don't buy it, but I watch Sui Kokujin like eat a coin.
Yep.
And you can see like the sweat, just like.
As he takes that long like swallow.
He can't insult me as his hostess, so he's just like eating this terrible coin rice.
It's like, did you just? And then he just looks at me. I'm like, okay.
I hope you feel intimidated. I'm like, I'm not saying this out loud, just projecting it into your brain.
Oh yeah, Sven's like a normal guy. Like that's another thing. Sitting next to the giant Dorito man, Sven is not like huge or ripped or anything. He is live. Like he clearly does a lot of physical activity and battle scarred. Like he's just covered in various scars and burns.
But you're not a Dorito boy.
No, I'm not a Dorito boy.
You are not a beefy supreme boy.
I'm a chaotic neutral, very violent man.
You know, like there exists in this. Yeah.
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 And then outside, you guys hear a commotion. Like not like right outside, but like generally down in the street, there's a commotion.
Well, this is going to be the most entertaining thing that happens all day. So.
Please, whatever you do, just act with decorum for a change. Dust myself off.
I don't
and
know
go
what
see
that
it
means.
is.
So I like leave.
That's fair. Yeah. All right, time to go see what the commotion is.
You go outside. You see that a bunch of the townspeople are gathered around the gate as the Imperial envoy has arrived.
Excellent. Wait, my gate?
No, the gate to town.
Okay.
You can
I was
see
like,
gate to town from your
shit,
steps.
That's true. Okay. Yeah, we didn't lay out the map this time. How do I know where we are or what's going on, Tom?
I think we all know the map by
Hey,
now.
Tom.
We also don't have top cam right now, so
Yeah.
there's no map.
God damn it. Hold on. I've got top cam right here.
No.
All right. So I guess we're going to go to the gate.
Yep, there's like it's like obviously like it's a procession. Like the Emperor sends a guy to every town, you know, basically as the Imperial ambassador / guy who keeps tabs on you, remind you that there's somebody more powerful than you. There's also like it's a procession obviously. So one guy has dismounted from his
You can
horse.
just finish that if you want.
I don't know if I want that.
And he's nailing
Understandable.
like a piece of paper to the inside of the gate wall,
Oh, he's doing that Martin Luther shit, huh?
except on the other side of the door.
All right, tell me about it, stud. What's on that piece of paper?
It's just like the big kanji you can read at a distance. It says news.
Excellent.
So there's
Nudes?
news.
Oh, damn it.
I will.
Nudes are not that big a deal in Japan. Like
That's true. Yeah. So
now, it's naked while wearing clothes is a big deal.
Ooh.
Like showing off parts, that's a big deal.
Letting
'Cause-
that like booble slip out. The titty can just be out, but if the titty's like
But
slipping
if
out,
yeah,
that's coquettish.
because there's a difference between bathing and
That
Well,
is
it's like
pretty
there's a
odd.
difference between seeing someone in a bathing suit versus seeing them in a bra and underwear, you know?
yeah.
Intentional versus unintentional.
You don't go to the kind of beaches I go to.
I mean,
I only go to the beaches for the movie beaches.
the movie beaches
Yeah.
where everyone is inexplicably fit.
Yeah.
No, dude. I
Alright.
like those real life beaches.
I
People
like
like me sit
the
around.
That's like
the real
coast
life
of Alaska
beaches.
with all the elephant seals on it, just like. Ugh.
I mean,
That's what
I was
like.
gonna go with the like Myrtle Beach version of that, where it's like, yeah, I love that good Walmart body. Thank you.
I'll have you know, I worked hard
I
to look
feel
like
at
I wear a bear
home.
suit at all times.
What kind of bear suit?
Yes.
And we're back to furries.
Good old diapers in the water at Myrtle Beach. All right.
Excellent.
So yeah,
I like
after a
that.
while,
I like
the
that.
crowd will clear out because those who can read will read and then leave, and those that can't will just pretend like they can read and leave.
All right.
One person just won't leave and he's like, I can't read.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and read it out loud because I know that you don't. I know you speak it, but I'm sure you can't read it yet at this point. Correct?
I read it out loud, and it says,
that
Really? All
the
right.
glorious forces of the Emperor have crushed the last-ditch attempt of the shogunate to make a independent nation in the north in Hokkaido.
except for the last ditch part, I don't understand because that's Japanese euphemism.
Yes.
It's like something emperor. There's a ditch.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Well,
the idiosyncratic phrase is right over your head.
Yeah. Listen, you can only fuck around and drink for so many hours in the day. Eventually, you got to learn something.
I mean, that's reasonable, and I'm actually quite proud of you for actually bothering to learn the language of the place where you're living. But
To be fair, that's light years better than Hamish.
Hamish speaks the drinking words
See, when Hamish
and
gets here,
the
he's
drug words.
He's gonna flip over light side points and be like, "Actually, I'm emperor."
You know what? If you can
Little
amass
did you
all the dark
know.
side points and flip them over.
You're now the Emperor Bright. Yeah,
Yeah.
excellent.
Sweet.
So yes.
So Emperor did
that's
what
like
now?
the headline, like you could read like the article underneath. Essentially, what happened was that the last forces of the shogunate gathered together and went to the island in the north, Hokkaido, or we're now this place called the Republic of Izo. We're our own republic. We got elected government, like America, whatnot. The emperor was like, that sounds like a nerd business, so he sent his army in there, and there was a giant battle, and they obliterated them.
Yikes. All right. Well,
somebody succeeded and then didn't.
Yes, they were around for a couple months before
sounds about right.
the Imperial Army arrived and just butchered them.
Approximately the amount of time to mobilize an army. Sure.
Yep.
and we are watching the tides here change. We're giving into more Western ideals, I guess.
So what was their reason for seceding?
They were the last group of people who were loyal to the shogun, not the emperor.
Okay. And Shogun is anti-West or pro-West? Probably anti-West.
Yeah.
Anti-West.
Interesting.
But that's very hard to define now because it's no longer so much anti-West and pro-West as it is degrees of Westernization. The shogun believed in Western technology, Japanese spirit, where the emperor believes in Western technology, Western spirit.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They keep changing the formation of the government. And I
Yes.
don't like or understand that because it takes so long for the news to trickle down here that, yeah.
It's the difference between samurai shooting guns and instead of samurai, they're Western soldiers shooting guns.
I'm excited to have my temple back. That's a good move, but the rest of it I don't trust much.
When you return to your place, Suikokujin has mail for you.
Oh,
That was
thank
delivered
you.
while you were on. It's a summons to the Imperial Court. Or not the Imperial Court, excuse me, the local court.
Well, thank
The circuit
you.
court. Oh, shit, did you not pay your taxes?
That's like the magistrate court.
It would appear that I've been summoned for jury duty. Well,
shit.
I guess I must go.
And there's a note scrawled at the bottom to bring your Westerners.
You're a Westerner.
It doesn't
Well-
even bother to name them or describe them. It just says bring Westerners.
I can only summon one white person at this moment, so I guess I'll
Maybe if you took
bring
more
my,
ranks and white people, you'd be
Summon-
all right.
my
What's-
token
what level-
whitey.
I
Come
think that's
here.
a level 3 spell. Summon lesser white person. Parentheses
Summon less than
one.
Westerner. Dude, summon major Westerner, though, is pretty good. He's got a gun,
Yeah, dude, he's got a gun. He's got
a 10-gallon hat.
man. You can cast manifest destiny and
Yep.
just
Oh shit!
And I hear he was once a mayor.
Yikes! All right, yeah, I'm gonna take my white boy and go to the court. I
right.
guess.
So you guys arrive at court, where the new Imperial ambassador has just finished wrapping up reciting the news.
That we already read. At this
Exactly.
point. Okay.
And then the court will break up to small groups instead of the big assembly. And you obviously to get in line for speaking privately to the Lord.
Boy, you know what'd be really nice is if I could talk to our pet courtier.
damn.
Got him.
So Sven will put his hand on the small of your back and just sort of lean over to whisper to you. He's like, "I love you and I trust you, but if I'm arrested here, I'm gonna kill you before they take me down. Okay, let's do this."
If you try to kill me, my God will smite you.
I guess we'll have to see about that.
Remove your hand from the small of my back before I remove your hand from your body.
Oh, spicy. I like it.
Yeah, I was Sven's into it, I'm sure. All right, so we're just gonna be in line.
Yep. Eventually, you get to the head of the line, and the Lord will take you guys into like his private chamber for tea.
Damio, thank you for
Put my
your
hand on a
summons.
Waiting for fucking ninjas to come out.
Well, you're like at the very far end of the table from him, like as far as possible.
Am I as close to the door as possible?
Yes.
Sweet.
You're like closer to him, so he can actually have a conversation with you. He's tolerating your presence.
I was like, I feel like I should bring my white person up here with me to serve me.
I mean, you could. That would be appropriate.
Yeah, might I call for my bodyguard servant thing?
We'll go with servant. Like the Lord's
Servant.
clearly in on this. Like I know who he really is, but I like him in a servant position.
Well, yeah, indeed. I like to take in down on their luck white people in order to give them opportunities, you know.
Well, there certainly will be a lot more down to their luck white people in the future. That is for certain.
Yikes, maybe. We'll see. All right, so I bring my boy up.
Ask him about that thing he just said. That's called intrigue. You gotta follow up on that.
My lord, tell me about it, stud.
Stop calling everyone studs. You're out of
To be
control.
I'm out of control. We're doing it
he's
now.
looking pretty good now. He's looking real young.
Yes, you seem to have... Marriage suits you, my lord. You seem to have lost many years off of your countenance.
Well, I appreciate you for saying that.
Don't flirt with me like that. You're a married man now, Dameo.
I would never impugn the honor of a shrine
Worse
maiden.
of it.
Yeah,
I think I will finish this off.
Yeah, go for it. How is your young bride?
Well,
Settling into court life well?
hopefully we will be blessed with children in the near future.
I will pray for that blessing.
Perhaps you would like to come over and pray for that blessing with me tonight.
Oh, boy.
I would like to roll insight, please.
Go
Ouch.
right ahead.
Boy, howdy. Yeah, if you could come over and interrupt this. I did summon you, yeah.
Oh,
You're the one who opened the door here.
I assume this whole conversation I'm just pouring tea like and watching a tennis match. Like,
Yeah. Ding, bing, bing,
Alright,
bing.
well,
You're watching like half a tennis match. If it was a tennis match but narrated in like Croatian.
It's tennis match versus a wall. It's
Yeah.
like,
You keep serving, bud,
All
but...
right, what am I rolling against here?
How good is your grasp of the Japanese language?
Surprisingly decent.
So then like one purple.
All right. I guess my question is like, is he just flirting for funsies? Is this a real thing? Is there like a undercurrent of something that he wants? And I got 3 successes and a threat.
Nice.
What you gather is that like he'll take any opportunity he can get. Like,
So he's
Just a
young
horny-
and
just
he's
a horny boy?
feeling his
Yeah.
horny oats. All right.
but like he didn't. This is not why he brought her here.
Okay.
She just opened the door.
By asking about his wife? Asking about his wife.
Yeah, letting your white man touch you in the small of your back like that.
I did say that if he didn't remove his hand, I was going
Not
to
that anybody
remove it
else could
for
hear.
him. That's true. Yeah, you're welcome for that. How was that great
very tasty.
Sprite drink?
The Diet Coke and Sprite.
The transparent diet.
Yeah.
Oh man, Crystal Pepsi. Do you remember that?
Ugh.
That was great. Thank you for the surround sound reaction.
That's anybody who has had Crystal. Anybody who lived through the 90s.
Just the 90s.
Yeah.
9-inch nails and fucking Game Boys.
Hey,
The
man.
90s were basically the Crystal Pepsi of years.
Yep.
I liked that bucket hat era. I was still young enough to enjoy the bucket hat.
Jinko jeans.
Yeah,
When,
man.
People on the internet were like outcasts of society. And
Yeah.
just like looking under a rock.
And
as
I had a
opposed to
Tamagotchi. Yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah.
Find out about the missing no cheat in Pokemon.
Oh,
Go fucking nuts.
Yeah. Or the cheat where you could like start transferring a Pokemon like through the link cable. You turn off your Game Boy before it finished, and you both have it.
Ooh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Because it
Oh,
saves
man.
after it completes
Pokemon
the
strats.
transfer.
Okay, so
Nice.
so he's just flirting and also has an ulterior motive. So I'm just like, pour the tea.
So you're just gonna
Well,
be
the
watchful.
flirting wasn't the reason that you were summoned.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ah,
He's just distracted right now.
we will see about that, my lord. You
Like breaks out his fan and
What
just
do you
starts
want me
fanning
to?
him.
What do you want me to do about the situation? Just like fart? Or
We're just gonna very carefully
That would not help.
tiptoe
Like the
past
Japanese people
that.
would just ignore your like impoliteness.
Because that is deeply impolite to acknowledge your impoliteness.
Yes.
So
actually, that would hilariously backfire on you.
But I can fart on command. Like every time he flirts, I'll just.
Just like
Still wouldn't stop
you
it.
can you make it like have different sounds? Just be like the pew, like a wine
A
fart.
slide whistle.
Pew. Oh,
Now you have to
yes.
roll against his stat in playing the game.
My white boy is at it again. So you summoned me here, my lord. What might I help you with?
He puts like a nice wooden box at the table. He's like, I wanted to give you a gift for thanking you for your wonderful job at the ceremony.
My lord is too gracious.
Open it tomorrow at when you wake up.
An interesting requirement. Might I know the context?
Well, the context will become clear.
Excellent. Excellent.
And if
Wonderful.
you want to come by for dinner later, do let me know.
Thank you, my lord, for your gracious gift, and I will keep your offer in mind.
My doors are open anytime for you.
I'm sure they are. Thank you very much. I'm gonna take my box in, like beep boop.
And
beep,
like
boop.
after you leave, like as you're walking out, you hear like his servant come out and say like, all the rest of the like appointments are canceled for the day.
Oh boy,
Bam,
yeah.
Got him.
My lord is like super DTF, huh?
You got them all hot and bothered.
Yikes! I asked about his wife once in passing, and that's just
I think
got
he
him
wanted
all.
to get hot and bothered. I think that's how that went.
I provided that polite Japanese Viagra, huh? All right.
So where are we walking to? Back to the temple?
We're gonna go back to the temple. And,
Where you find Suikokujin sleep, like
while,
sleeping.
while you're walking, Sven says, I think that guy was hitting on you like super hard.
Yeah, so do I. It was deeply uncomfortable. We're going to pretend like that never happened. Never happened. You didn't super help my case, what with the physical contact aspect of that, you know.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it is. Just like, boo.
Listen, if that's what you want, I will never touch you again. I was just trying to get your attention. That's my bad.
Yeah, you'll notice in public people don't touch much.
Yeah.
I suppose
Fucking
it's a different.
sucks, man.
In fact, you'll notice amongst married couples, because you've seen those, whoever has higher status walks in front.
Is that why you're walking in front of me right now?
Well, you have zero
Well,
status, so
I
yes.
will always walk in front of you. I can't think of
Even
a single
the-
circumstance where you would
like
surpass me.
the Eta village, like
It's
they
too-
walk in front of
You
you.
make it too easy. I don't mind the view. Go ahead and walk in front all you want.
She's gonna deeply sigh and enter the temple, questioning every life choice she's ever made to find the one polite man
Yeah,
who
sweeping your
is
temple.
like welcomed into her
The
temple.
good Dorito boy.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
good Dorito boy. I have never regretted that choice.
He's just
That was a
sweeping the
good
steps of your
idea.
temple.
Thank you very much for your
Oh,
labor.
it's my pleasure. It's the least I can do.
It is most appreciated. It has been a interesting morning.
I cooked lunch. If you would like it, it's on the table.
Thank you. That is a very gracious thing to do. I will accept this gift.
And he will bow deeply to you as you pass.
Nice. That good Dorito boy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can't figure out what's in this box before I'm supposed to open it, because I don't feel like I should just like open it. I don't know. He says in the morning. I don't know if there's something good in there and I accidentally kill it by opening it too soon. Like that would be rough. Like what if it's an egg that's supposed to hatch in the morning? They're weird mythical creatures that
the box
arise
has
with the dawn.
No air holes.
All right, I'm just gonna fucking open the box.
In it is your seal of appointment and a letter stating that you are now made the head of religious activity for the council in town.
Nice.
Oh dear God.
Which begs the question: what happened to the previous man who held this position?
Abinana.
Oh dear God. Wait, wasn't the previous spiritual leader Mikio's, right? Is that her name? Yeah, that was her dad. You know, it'd be super helpful if we had our pet ninja courtier that we could ask questions about shit.
I want to point out,
happened.
yet nobody has missed the drunken centaur. Nobody's got. If only we had a drunken centaur to ruin this.
Yeah, he's
I
fun
have.
at least.
missed him.
Yeah, we miss our boy on like a fun level. On a like could provide information level, we're missing a very important character.
Are we though?
So he has just elevated your
Does she provide
social
information
status
when she's here?
by leaps and bounds.
I am
You are now
stressing
a
and
noble lady.
sweating. I have no experience with this. I'm only trained in like religious dogma.
And now you
ceremony.
suddenly find yourself a noblewoman.
Hell yeah.
Oh, this is a odd honor / precarious position that I have been put in. I mean, upgrades to the temple will have to be made. I'll have to get chambers in the Imperial Court. This is...
More importantly, you'll have to find somebody else to take over the shrine duties, because now you have to attend court.
Oh, God, I
Do
don't
you
have...
get money?
Yes.
Yes, I'll
Sweet.
have wages. I can hire you on as an actual full-time
Why would you hire him, though?
servant.
Just hire him.
Oh,
That's
he
quite
is...
a good coach,
Yes, I
He's
don't...
outside sweeping.
He's working.
And
right
now he's raking the grass.
I know that he has feelings about working within an imperial framework. I'm not sure if he'll be as comfortable working
yeah.
for me once I am.
Japanese honor getting me paid again. Let's go. Easy money.
I suppose I'll finish the rest of the lunch preparations and call him.
Oh, no, it's done.
We did the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, what a good Dorito boy!
Like, there's
He
a
also-
bowl of steamed rice. That, like,
He has
waiting
his
for
own
you.
rake that's like the size of the yard, and he just pulls
It's
it
just
across
like
one time.
whoosh. I have
Done.
finished. Yes.
It's really easy when you're giant to just do physical labor. Just one swing of the hammer, done.
Yeah, at Soraya building,
She
like
built an entire
rebuilding in a
house.
Yeah.
fucking
In a day.
inn in a day. Yeah. I miss being beefy. All right.
But you can live vicariously through your good Dorito boy.
You
Good
can
Dorito boy.
you can confirm this also because I made a version of Sven that was a beefcake. Being beefy is fucking expensive in Genesis. Like
That is true. Oh no, yeah, you have to put all of your stats into that.
swole as fuck and don't.
That's
know
why I
shit.
like being fast.
Yeah, my brawn was like 4, and everything else really suffered for that.
Yeah.
Cunning was nothing. You could fool Soraya so easy.
And yet,
Card tricks would like baffle her. Every street like magician
How
is
did
like,
the ball get under
"What?
the cup? Oh my god!
Where were you keeping the ball?
I imagine playing hide and seek with her would be just amazing.
Just like peekaboo.
Where did you
Object
go?
impermanence.
I think that's cutting one, is you don't have object impermanence.
That's a tier.
Yeah.
That's actually a tier 2 talent is having object permanence.
Yeah, you put a blindfold over Soraya. She immediately starts panicking. Yeah, going to
can't
bed
see.
also terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she did the right thing,
God
Indeed.
bless her.
I miss that.
seedy
Miss that
town.
beefcake.
and she killed like 3 people at once with a hammer at one point.
Yeah, I invented golf in that game. By
Oh, yeah.
knocking
Yep.
bomb
Scotsman's be
out the
damned.
door.
Yeah, that was your first role in any RPG game.
In
It's just-
any RPG game was
Bink.
just bink into the group of riders.
That's how I knew it was gonna be good stuff.
Because
Because you weren't sitting there like, what talent or power or spell can I use? You're like, can I croquet this grenade out a fucking window?
yeah, man, use the resources you have been given. I'm a blunt instrument, and I have to be a fine-tuned scalpel.
And you're a noble lady now.
And the pressure has raised in a new and exciting way. Well, I guess I need to start looking for someone to take over the temple.
And you probably should investigate what happened to the last person who had your jab,
Yes, well, I can...
given that you know him.
Yes, I would like to find out
And
what happened.
getting fired is not really a thing that happens.
Oh man, being a boss is super easy. You don't take shit from anyone, and
You just fly into the sun sometimes.
no, you just don't take shit from anyone. That's it. You're already super good at that. So
This is very true.
Piece of cake.
What if
Sven
I...
School of Leadership.
I was more of a gang leader, less of a politician, but it's
You
the
are
same
the
basic,
Yankee, yeah.
It's the same basic concept.
I guess I would like to find out what happened to the former spiritual advisor.
Maybe they didn't clean the temple and they got by a demon.
I imagine this is probably
Jesus
sort of...
fucking Christ! Holy shit! I can't believe I haven't told you this yet.
What?
I like lean in close. I talked to the bounty hunter,
oh,
the one
yes?
that's after Hamish.
He's after Hamish.
He's after Hamish.
Okay.
Also, he knows that Hamish is here now.
Okay.
Because I told him that. Anyway, that's not the point. That's not what's important. Listen,
Yes.
Hamish wasn't lying about anything.
Then that's what we're worrying about now.
But dragons are real.
The dragons are
Dragons are real.
We knew the dragons were real. There's
You knew the dragons were real.
he's the
I thought you were just
Emperor
playing a
of
prank on me.
China. Oh,
But more importantly, though,
God.
Hamish was a mayor.
Hamish was the mayor.
Hamish was a real mayor.
If I'm going to draw the line at something utterly unbelievable,
No, I'm
that is
telling
where
you
I'm
the
going to
truth.
draw
Hamish was
it.
a real mayor.
That sounds like Gaijin nonsense.
I heard that from someone who had no reason to lie to me.
You also don't really have a concept of a mayor. An elected official, what's
I'm
that?
like, because I know he's not a lord, because
Yeah,
that would
exactly.
be batshit insane. So I'm just like,
In
yeah,
America, they
sure.
decide who gets to be the Lord.
Just like, sure, Jan. All right.
No, this is how Hamish feels.
Oh,
I
man.
was a mayor. I ran a town successfully for like a couple of weeks.
For 6 months.
And then my husband left me, and shit just really
Shit went downhill before
spiraled
that.
after there.
Without the strong support of the sheriff's office, his tenure was very weak at best.
Oh dear, yeah. The sheriff ran off to go. What did the sheriff do?
We don't know.
Just don't know.
Unless you've read his book, but it has not been published yet.
Oh my god, we need to do that one shot. All right.
Or read a book.
So I would like to know what happened to the formal spiritual advisor. I'm not even sure. I guess I could go myself and talk to. I don't even know who I would talk to. The who's the general again? What's her name?
Hoshikanko?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did invite me over anytime.
It's true.
So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can talk to her. Can I ask you to look after the temple while I'm gone? Actually,
That's
Just-
what you're leaving him in
Put
charge?
the sunglasses
Stay
down,
here.
Put my feet on the table.
I want you to do
Got like a blunt in your mouth. Deal with it.
I would ask you to repair the rice paper screen that you broke, but
He already did that.
we do have a superior guest who did repair that. Just do anything to make yourself useful while I'm gone.
You're so cute when you tried to piss me off.
Deep sigh. So I'm gonna go see Hoshikanko now.
All right. When you pass to a Kokujin and like the yard, he's like dumping a bucket of water over him to like get the sweat off.
And she's
Yeah.
like,
I
oh
love
boy.
So is Sven. Like, around
If
the
I,
corner,
yeah,
so-
we're all just like sparkle, sparkle.
He's
There's
just-
just like Kira, just like off of him in
He's
spades.
just a man
the sound
trying
of
to do a job.
sparkling. I do love a good man doing a good job. Well, off I go now. All right, so I go off to see the general.
All right. She will greet you
My actual friend.
for tea,
Wonderful to see you. I hope you're doing well.
as I hope you're doing well.
Well, something very interesting has happened today, and I wonder if you might provide some insight for me. It would appear that I've been made the new spiritual advisor to the court.
That would be fitting, given that the previous one was found murdered this morning.
He was found murdered this morning.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it this time.
Because I've been
We-
with you, the whole time.
We heavily suspect that the Westerners had him killed.
They did. What happened? He was found murdered in his quarters in the court. You think
No, that would be. Wouldn't that cause much more of a problem?
that would be an awful big problem? I feel like I would have heard about that first.
He was found in a gutter in the streets,
Interesting for him
Yes.
to be
along with his brother
really.
and his sons.
What of the daughter? Is the daughter alive?
We don't know. We haven't heard from her, nor have we found her.
Oh dear. I was acquainted with her. She was a
We know.
You do.
Yes. We discuss such things at council meetings.
Ah, you're aware of all the court relationships. That makes sense, I suppose. I wouldn't say we're particularly close on a personal level. We'd done some investigative work before, but that's terrible. The entire family essentially found dead.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't say that's the most secure way to come into a position of employment.
Well, we originally offered it to somebody else, but he turned it down.
Who did you offer it to?
Oh, Tommy?
Really? I
Yes.
mean, he would be an excellent choice, but I can't ever see him leaving his temple.
Well, he's been offered the job 37 times over his lifetime, and never once has he accepted.
Well, no, he is far too noble and far too humble. I haven't given the Lord my answer yet.
There is no answer to give. It's not a choice.
I guess I'll be moving in soon. It just, to say it's not the most secure feeling to be entering a position where the previous occupant was found brutally murdered in the street.
Perhaps you should take the lesson then that you should not interact with the Westerners as freely as the previous person who had your position was.
What about my servant? He is a Westerner, but an odd kind, not affiliated with the various foreign courts.
Well, if you see fit to continue his employment, that is your own business, but I would not recommend bringing him to court.
I have been questioning that decision myself, but
there are other members of the council who have Westerners as staff.
This is true. He will just have to stay out of official.
Yeah, it's not like what's his face brings his French maid to court.
Wink. Yeah, no, I imagine he does not. Oh dear, this is a lot of news to take in at once.
As you can imagine, my day has been.
I imagine so. There was all the business of the last holdouts of the shogun being overthrown in that foreign battle.
Akadote, yes.
What are the military state of affairs now?
In what regard? Our local military affairs or overall?
You know, I don't know much about what the court thinks of things, and I feel like I should have a much better idea of the court's standing point in all of these things if I'm going to be an appointed official. And you're my one friend in court. I trust you to give me true information. All right, shit. Let me think of some good questions. I was utterly unprepared for this sudden appointment.
I actually have a bit that I can do.
Yeah.
Think of stuff.
Yeah, please help a bitch out.
Names right. So Makokoro leaves the house. She's like, just watch the temple, please. As soon as she leaves, Sven turns to Suikokujin and is like, Suikokujin, watch the house. And he leaves.
Excellent.
He's just going to get back to raking.
Comes back like 30 minutes later. I have 2 kendo swords and then 2 more and then 1 big one.
As he's like waist deep in the pond, like pulling pond scum out and like throwing it onto the shore.
Just no shirt, like breeches.
Oh, there was no shirt.
Soaked to the skin.
Yeah, there was no shirt to begin with.
He is putting on a Magic Mike display.
I got mine. I'm just like, I don't know if you wanted 2 little ones or 1 big one.
To do what with?
To spar.
I don't do that anymore.
I mean, if you're afraid, that's fine.
It's not a question of honor. It's a question of safety for you.
I'll be fine.
He shrugs. He takes 1 sword.
Let's go!
Oh, goodness.
All right, then. Let's see. We're going to roll...
Oh, boy.
Cool for initiative. It's not really a surprise fight.
It's a just spar.
Just having fun. Boys being boys.
A skirmish.
Sweet. Get the advantage. Actually, we tie. I thought it was just going to be 1 roll, but that's also fine.
No.
All right.
You can go first. He will yield to you.
Cool. I'm going to hit him 2 times with these swords.
Go for it.
What am I rolling against? Standard difficulty? Is he an adversary?
He is. So upgrade 1 to red.
Oh! Adversary 1! And I will use my human power to flip this and then flip it back over.
Nice. Ooh, that sweet, sweet triumph.
So it's a miss and a triumph.
Yikes.
What would you like your triumph to be?
Let me think about that. So to set the scene, basically, I think I went and got these kendo swords, and then as I did this in public, and people do actually watch me. So there's at some point there's like, Morpheus is fighting Neo. Like
there's a bunch of children like
we're not
gathered
inside. We're like in the backyard.
Yeah, there's a bunch of children gathered around watching.
Yep. So I think the triumph is like
a lot of bored housewives.
Yep. I go like super ham on him and really like rev up the crowd and like yeah, and get a boost die for myself on that next hit. But he weathers it probably pretty easily. Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
He's got to bap you one back.
Beep boop.
You know.
Get you right across the crown, saber style.
You can tell he's not particularly comfortable wielding such a small weapon.
I got like the big one.
Even then, it's still small.
It's
Like the sword he
Little
came
stick.
with is like a cavalry saber.
should have gotten a bigger stick.
He's got a claymore just inexplicably
Just pulls
in
a tree
Meiji,
out of the
Japan.
ground.
Just like, yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of dice.
Well, fuck, my dude.
Because he can.
Is it a thing you can do?
Yeah, he has a talent for it.
Nice.
Nice.
It's called knack for it.
So that's a
So he will succeed with a triumph. So
The critical hit.
he'll like bap you on the head, and then just immediately like drop the sword, and be like, I'm done with this. And like you're just reeling from the blow.
Okay.
Ears ringing.
Yeah, like you get the sense that you might be outclassed,
Just a little bit.
but he's not gonna do any like actual harm to you.
All right.
He's proven his point. Much to the like boos and cries of the women and children that have been
I give him a
gathered,
little shit for that. I'm like, I'm still here. What do you got?
he will ignore you and go back to waiting in the
Come
pond.
on, son. All right. Meanwhile, back at court.
Meanwhile, Madison is grappling with the fact that not okay. I guess I know that the Emperor and the Daimyo have been in, let's say, uneasy terms recently.
That's correct.
There's been noticeable tension with this latest military stressor. Where does our Lord stand in the Imperial Court? What do we need to fear? Any kind of military action?
Well, I think you're astute enough to figure out the dance that is being played between our Lord and the Emperor.
Oh dear God! Stop, astute. I don't know dick about shit, bud. Oh.
The internal monologue of the priest.
Yes.
Don't know
She's
dick
just
about shit.
assuming that the signs are so blatant, like of what they're doing back and forth, that like even you could understand that they're not on good terms.
Let's. Of course, I've picked up on the maybe not so good terms, but I am a child when it comes to the internal court intrigue. I tend to stay out of sort of the imperial news. I'm more worried about the affairs of more of a divine nature. If you
To put it
understand where I'm
bluntly,
coming
the Emperor
from.
and our Lord do not get along. Our Lord is more rooted in the traditional methods of doing things, where the Emperor is perhaps a bit too progressive for his liking.
understandable. Do I need to be ready for any sort of...
I mean, again, bluntly, if there were conflict to happen, we would not stand a chance. We are 1 against 100 of the Emperor's soldiers.
Well, the Lord seems younger and more full of vitality every day. I fear of what sort of action he might take.
Well, I mean, hopefully with your guidance and wisdom among the rest of us in the council, we can avert military conflict. But if it comes to that, we will die honorably.
Of course. You've noticed the Emperor's recent changes. He's visibly younger. What has he been talking to anybody different recently? Every time I see him, he seems to have gone back another 5-10 years.
We assumed that was something that he was getting from a spiritual department.
And now that spiritual advisor is gone, if I'm expected to continue this...
Please, he was hardly a spiritual advisor. The man did not know his Taoist from his Buddhist.
Spiritual advisors these days, am I right? Right, but I'm not going to be expected to continue to make this man young, am I? Because that is beyond...
That's between you and the Lord himself. And she'll say hey, maybe we should go for a walk around the pond.
That seems...
Where we can continue this conversation.
Lovely, yes, thank you.
So she takes you to the her backyard, which is a giant koi pond in it.
It's got giant koi?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Them big boys.
She's got the number 2 house in the whole city.
Your pond is beautiful. And
Well,
I'm
thank
very
you.
anxious.
It's going to be okay. The job is not as hard as it seems.
I mean, the last person who did it was found dead in the street along with his entire family. Now, granted, I don't have an entire family for to be left in a gutter, but I do have some sort of
Horrible family of drug dealers.
yes, a bizarre band of vagabonds that I have sort of let into my temple that I now am looking after.
Only the Lord can advise you in such matters, but we all keep the company that suits us best, and like show mercy for you to like
That was savage.
sit
You
at
gonna
like
let that stand?
a bench, overlooking the koi pond next to her.
I'll join her on that bench. Like, I know that they're disreputable. I'm not trying to defend their honor.
No,
Shit.
you get the feeling she didn't mean this. She's saying like,
Yeah.
you got to use whatever tools you get for the job.
Exactly. She knows I'm broke as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I can't afford the nice shit. I'm gonna take whatever vagabonds that come my way. It's a free sword.
Oh, also, I know what I actually want that triumph to be, was that, a big part, like, don't get me wrong, I tried to spar with that dude because it seemed like it would be fun at the time, but also Sven's, like, weird calculating brain was like, this might be useful later.
Yeah.
So I think the triumph was I got a major insight on how he fights in close combat.
Which is 100% try to like just kill your opponent as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why he just whacked you on the head once. It was like, I'm done.
Behead the bitch, yeah.
Yeah. He is all about just shock and awe.
In a real situation, I will have an advantage.
If you ever have to fight him yet, remind me of this. You will get blue dye.
I'll just shoot him.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Don't kill him. I like this
I would
one.
prefer not to. I like him.
So, is there any other questions you have of me?
Oh, I have a great deal.
Well, listen, if there's one thing I've learned on this earth, sometimes you gotta kill people for literally no reason.
This is, or because they pay you a satchel of gold. I'm sure I'm going to have many questions for you in the months to come.
Well, you can always count on me as an ally.
Thank you. And maybe as a friend at this point?
I think that's safe to say. You are in my house viewing my pond.
And you know I keep it moist.
Oh, no! You can't put on the fucking sunglasses after you say that. How dare you make that shit canon? No! Alright, yeah, now I don't really have any other questions for. I'm just going to enjoy my moment by the koi pond as I try and contemplate the terrifying future that I've been thrust into.
And before you leave, like, she'll put, like, seemingly accidentally put her hand on top of yours and leave, like, let it linger for a second too long before seeing you out.
Excellent!
All right, we can cut it there.
Yep.
All right.
Fantastic.
Thanks, future people. I will see you when I see you.
Bye, Cephalopod Army.